Are you listening?
The Running Wrestling Podcast. End your week the right way fast. Step into the ring with us, no DQ, just trust. The Running Wrestling Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Running Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Big Mike, and I am joined as always by my friend, my partner, my brother, Sped Rock. What's going on, Sped Rock?
Birds can fly and I can't. That's why, Zachy. And I'm only mean to Napoleon. So he's mean to me, I'm mean right back. That's how roosters are. You know, you're going to try to take over my wife. I'm going to have to, check you. The pan. It's going to have to get strong.
Everybody coming in on YouTube that has no idea what we're talking about, make sure you guys go join us over on Twitch, SP3DRCK over on Twitch. You get 30 minutes of extra content behind the scenes before the show goes live. And if you did, you would know that we are talking about chickens and roosters that Sped has on his kind of mini farm that he's got and trying to expand it. Yeah, that's about the only way to explain that. So what's going on, Sped? How you doing tonight?
Oh man, it's going crazy. Yeah, I set that up perfectly for you to say something about the behind the scenes. Yeah, Zachy, I haven't seen him in forever. Thank you for being in here, man. TC, love you guys. Not being mean to all birds, I'm just being mean to one rooster because he's mean to me. But yeah, no, it's going great.
Yes, TC behind the scenes was very crazy. You can catch TC every week behind the scenes for us, as well as every Wednesday night on the Whole Damn Mess.
Thank you for that.
We also had Coda, who is in there every week with us, as well as Extreme Chick. Yes, you should definitely have a zoo.
Gator bites are so good. Now you got me hungry for gator. Oh. I gotta go to Louisiana. You want to meet me out there? I'll pay for it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I need to get out to Louisiana. That's the only place I know that has good gator. Florida did not have good gator.
Well, that's because they don't like cooking the gator.
They don't.
They are.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But yeah. I hope everybody.
She'll cook some gator, boy. They cook some gator up.
Yeah, the bayou especially. Yeah. Oh man. Gator bites, man. That stuff's so good. God,
so far, if you're behind the scenes, we are planning, and by planning, I mean we are never going to do it. It's just fun to talk about a remote show from the Bahamas together.
Yeah.
And now a show from Louisiana. But so if you want us to come to your area, let us know where you're from, and maybe we'll do a show there. But probably not, because
let's go if you're buying. Hey, look, I would just stay at my aunt's house. That's all I was going to do. That's our free place right there.
Oh, goodness. But as much fun as behind the scenes are, you all know why you're here. It is to end your wrestling week the right way, and then to get the next one started coming up with SmackDown at the top of the hour. So let's go through the week that was in wrestling. Starting off last week with SmackDown, we had a little 6-woman tag action. Jade Cargill and the Baddies taking on Charlotte, Tiffany, and Chelsea. That's right. Sorry, my brain went blank for a second. I hate that I forgot Chelsea, my favorite one out of the entire group. And Jade and the Baddies get the win, man. What'd you think of the match?
Anytime I get to see Chelsea, I was just drawing a blank too. Chelsea Green on my screen, it's a good night. All right.
And that's why we forget her, because WWE never puts her on the screen, unfortunately.
But that's Canada's greatest export. Female export, which is put that way.
Thank you.
Female export.
Forget about Ego, Ethan Page.
I don't know. I still say ELP is better export. To Japan. Anyway. I think they got better.
You can have ELP. I'll take EGO.
I know.
Y'all thought I was from Alabama, couldn't spell. I'm smart. What's up, Carol? Joining us in on YouTube, as well as Herb from the Herb and Raj podcast. I don't know that that's true. Maybe because John Wick is a fictional character and doesn't really exist. But
wait, you can take out Baba Yaga? You can take out the Baba Yaga?
Sure.
Oh God, nah, you can't. You go mess with the boogeyman.
I can do that.
All right, fair enough. Now this match was good though, man. Come on, you saw Jade actually look good in this match. You saw B-Fab and them look pretty decent, but we got to see, Chelsea Green do what she needs to do. And I can't agree with that one. The women's wrestling has been interesting a lot. NXT has been killing it with women's wrestling. Rhea Ripley is China, modern day China. But we all got to remember something. All these, yes, China was the one who did it. But if we're really going to get props where props is due, people got to start giving Victoria her props. She's one of the first big females that you can think of, Jack females, that can come out besides China and really run the show. You know,
I mean, there was a whole group there. I mean, you had Victoria, you had like Jacqueline, you had Jazz. I mean, there was a lot of strong females.
God,
They didn't get showcased as much because everybody wanted the divas and all that, so they didn't get expressed as much. There were some of them.
Yeah, and that's
I
what
mean,
I'm saying.
You look at Molly Holly.
Jazz.
Molly Holly kind of like
And
mended
now
that
look
gap
at her. Look at
between
her. She's
Diva
a coach.
yeah.
She's a coach, and look at the talent ever since. Ivory and Gail Kim.
Ivory.
They're both, those two are smaller.
Gail Kim's a little bit later. I know she's been around for a while, but she was a little bit after that.
They were both small. I'm talking about buff, you know, like, and that's what I'm talking about. You got to give it to them. When we talk about history wise, you know, and Molly's a coach now, so she's been. No, you're good. No worries. You're good, Coda.
We're not saying you're wrong, Coda. We're just giving our opinion too.
Yeah. No, you're good. Awesome Kong is another one, but she was just no, you're good. No worries. But no, like when you watch what the women are doing right now, when it goes all around the board, you're looking at AEW, you're looking at TNA, you're looking at Ring of Honor, NXT, WWE, boom, all around board in North America, right? You could honestly say it goes NXT, AEW, Ring of Honor, WWE, TNA. Boom. Like that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you could NXT and AEW are right there, depending on the week.
Yeah,
back and forth sometimes
with the women's side,
especially. Especially with call ups. Yeah, there are times because NXT is a roller coaster, man. Because these women get in there and start making a name for themselves, and then 3 or 4 of them get called up. And yes, people take their place, but there's probably a good month in between that they're trying to find their footing and get back to that part and everything else. With Evolve, it makes it a little less noticeable because some of the people there have had time. Kendall Gray, most notably, right now. Kelly Armstrong coming through now too, getting a lot of screen time on NXT. So that kind of fixes that a little bit, where there's not as much of a talent gap from before NXT to now.
Yep.
But yeah, AEW is probably the more consistent of the two. Yep. But NXT has the higher highs, but also has the lower lows.
Yep. I love Charlotte Flair, and I feel for her right now. RIP to that little girl who passed away that inspired Charlotte. Ring attire, really sad. That's really sad, but
but that also, Coda speaking like he's speaking from the old school. That kind of leads us into our next match, which is a little old school versus a little new school.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, Laney Reed getting the pin on Brie Bella. Again, the new school kind of come out on top. I won't ever argue with Brie Bella taking a loss or Laney Reed getting a win.
That's why I put that in here. That's why I put that in here. I was like, I love this match because Laney Reed went over. The right person went over.
100%.
Yes,
please give the titles to Fatal Influence.
Oh,
they need to be tag champs like yesterday.
Yes, 5 minutes ago. You're 5 minutes behind on this one. I'm not saying, that's just a joke. But oh man, this was a great match. And I love seeing Fatal Influence on my screen. Everyone knows I'm a Fallon Henley fan. And I love Jason.
If you're not a Fallon Henley fan, go watch her interview with Cody Rhodes last week. She was on the What Do You Want to Talk About podcast with Cody Rhodes. Listen to her story. And if you're not a Fallon Henley fan after that, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, if you're not, God, I'm a big fan of hers, and like everybody's now looking at this under a microscope. We're tired of seeing the Total Divas. This isn't Bella Twins. This is Total Divas, folks. We're tired of seeing Total Divas running the tag.
As soon as Nikki comes back, that's going to get broken up anyway. Paige will go off on her own. Brie and Nikki will go do their thing. So
before we move to the next slide, though, because we both agree that we love this match. Before we move on, let me ask you this, because this is something I saw on X today. that made me think, what if we get a faction here soon between Rhea Ripley, JC Jane, and there was Paige.
See, I saw a different one. I saw and I'm gonna blank on the third one too. It was Paige, Tatum Paxley,
Ooh, that
and
one's
maybe
nice
it was
too.
Lyra or somebody like that. But it was something like that, which I thought would have been really cool too.
See, I thought the trio of those three ladies would be cool, but
Yeah.
it's like kind of a Shield-esque. Who's the top? And I would honestly put JC at the top between those three. If I'm gonna go,
JC would definitely be the Seth of the group. I
Yep.
mean, she would be the one that ended up breaking them up and doing all that.
Yep.
I could definitely see Rhea as the Roman Reigns version.
And then Paige trying to pull the Mox or Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, she'd just be crazy.
She'd just be going nuts, screaming, "This is my house!"
That's what she'd be screaming. So as JC is hitting Rhea in the back with the chair, you've got Paige off to the side going, "This is my house."
Hey, Twitch, clip that. That's gonna be good. Oh man. But yeah, no, this next match.
Yes.
Oh my god.
We did have and I'm almost at AEW, the AAA championship over Rey Fenix defending against Vikingo. And man, that Cruiserweight Championship, that's what, the third time it's been defended on SmackDown now? I mean, and every time, every match has been pretty damn good. What'd you think?
Banger after banger after banger. I know he's not there no more. After banger. This is what it's going to be like with Rey Fenix. Now they're unleashing Rey. They're letting Rey Fenix do what Rey Fenix does best. We saw him against Nathan Frazier. We've seen him against
Axiom,
and now Viking.
Vikingo. Yep.
Vikingo. I said Viking. God damn it. Vikingo. You know, we've seen him, you know, and it's
Viking Raiders are still in AAA, not on SmackDown.
That's right in front of my face, too. El Hijo del Vikingo. You know, and so like, and I gave it a little bit higher than that. I gave this match a 7.75 because this match actually screamed lucha. And if they had a few more minutes just to go, just maybe 3 or 4 minutes, this match could be easily in the top 10 of the year.
For WWE, hell yeah.
Oh, WWE side, yes, WWE side.
Yeah. You got to specify that because yeah, but I mean, after that, I mean, we kind of got some tease for Trick and Mello again, which I'm excited about.
That pimp
hopefully
slap,
we get to see that at SummerSlam. Yes,
that pimp slap. I was going to talk about that too. That pimp slap. Woo! Yeah, he didn't even have to put no bait. I want to see. What is that? That's Lil Yachty, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see you guys ever watch How High? The movie How High?
Yes.
Okay, with Method Man and Redman. I want to see Trick be Mike Epps, right? And then Mike Epps is a pimp assistant right there, right? That assistant that he had, you know, and the one that, oh man, I gotta put the powder in my hand too. I gotta slap my face too, man. Yeah. It's like a pimp coat. I want to see that. Just, you know, he puts the powder. Yeah. Yeah, the pop. We get the pimp slap going on. That should be nice.
I don't want to see him do that against Mello because that's a little bit too much more comedy than I want to see in a Mello match.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that he could have done against Sammy and I'd have been fine with when they were doing the whole gingerbread man thing. That would have been funny. Oh my
God. He just pimp slapped it. Or if he popped up and doing the Charlie Murphy thing, you know, Dave Chappelle, Charlie Murphy. Yeah. That was cold.
He just come up and say Trick Willie and just slap him and walk away.
Trick Willie and walk away. God, that'd be great. That would make
Trick Willie, bitch.
I'm Trick Willie, bitch. Homer drink, bitch. Yeah, like that would be great. Yeah, don't give him any ideas because he instantly goes to catering like that. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I like Trick Williams.
Yeah, I do too, man. He's entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
Moving over to Monday Night Raw. Again, the women coming through. Sol Ruca gets the victory over Raquel Rodriguez with a little bit of help from from some friends there, neutralizing the Judgment Day. Now, so one thing I was surprised about is they've kind of been teasing the whole thing whether or not the Judgment Day would come out and help Raquel. Maybe this would start it, but you had all the members of Judgment Day out there
I agree.
trying to help Raquel get the win. But here comes Io Sky, best friend to everybody, comes out and helps Soul get the victory. What do you think of the match?
I agree with Isaiah. Right? Raquel should have won the match. I just do look. This is not helping nobody. This is not elevating the IC title, the women's IC title. This is not elevating Raquel, Soul, Io, Liv, Roxanne. This is not elevating nada. All right. This doesn't progress any further storylines. This doesn't do nothing to anyone. And this has got a 3.75 out of 10 for me. This match was boo-boo on the stick. I put this on the first part because the fact of the matter is we're always talking about how great WWE is doing with female wrestlers, right? But that's only in NXT that we really see that. We haven't really seen these call-ups actually do anything for a couple of years. Look at Roxanne.
Here's the thing, though. I think because Soul has looked decent in most of her matches since she's come up. I think this is the fact that you didn't have a ringleader in the match, because Raquel is not known as a ringleader on the fly, can call a match, do those kind of things, kind of like some of the people that Soul has been in the ring with already. And I think that's what suffers. And plus, Soul's not used to wrestling somebody Raquel's size. So I just don't think they meshed well together
At all.
I was kind of more towards Stampede, thinking it was more of a 5 than a 3, I guess. I mean, if you've been here long enough, I don't rank wrestling because I'm not as smart as Stampede or Sped. I just don't. But I would probably lean closer towards Stampede than yours on that one to say I think it was a little bit better. But that's only because they didn't seem like they had a whole lot of chemistry together.
Well, like the whole idea is, and I don't know if Isaiah is thinking the same way, but if you got Liv having the world championship, right? The women's world championship, then what's Raquel doing? What's Roxanne doing? Dom's holding the AAA championship for how much longer? Penta's coming at him. You got El Grande Americano.
If El Grande Americano doesn't take that belt off of him,
they're going to riot. They're going to riot in Mexico if that doesn't happen. That's the savior. Dom just became the freaking.
As much as we've talked about Ray and Dom being at Triple Mania, it's got to be El Grande Americano and Dom at Triple Mania. And Grande has to go over.
I love Dom. But in Mexico, Dom right now is caca. If you guys know what that means, you guys know what that means. Because El Grande Americano, he is a god over there. Yeah, they love him. And he loves Mexico right back.
I would rather go kind of with what Extreme Chick is, let Raquel and Roxy go for the tag titles and let Liv cost them somehow of the tag titles, and that's how they split.
Split. I stopped caring about the split. I just
want them to go their own way. I mean, I'm just tired.
I would love for them to go their own way, but I mean, at this point, what's taking so long? It's WWE. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've got to have a group to replace them, and they may have found that Monday night as Maxine Dupree joins the Vision in her own little version of Liv and Dom with her and Austin Theory, comes in, gives the old ball shot to the Street Profits, and the Vision are now tag team champs again. Yeah, she gave it to him.
She connected.
First of all, I mean, this is Liv Dom all over again. It's Dom and Rhea before that. I was hoping them coming, I get that. I don't know how much it works because I've only seen 1 week. I would have much rather just her join the Vision and then her just going heel without the love story angle. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, she's married. I don't give a crap about that. They're playing a character on TV.
Yeah.
I just want something a little different. Let her think that Austin Theory is going to train her. Yeah. Let that she's going to be able to learn from Bronson and Braun and Austin and all that, because Alpha Academy is not teaching her what she needs. Let that be the story instead of being the Liv Dom remake. This is version 3 of Dom and Rhea, which we got Dom and Liv. Now we're getting these two.
Well,
It's just
I
it's
mean,
over and over and over again. I
you
want
might be
something
getting
different.
a Dom and Tiffany here soon, if the rumors are true.
I gotta hope not.
Tiff wants a daddy, and that's what she said.
There's no chance that would happen.
Well, I don't know, man. They said they didn't do it
There's-
in NXT because she couldn't find one.
But it wouldn't be Dom.
Well, that's the name already, Daddy Dom.
I get that.
And he's
because
already
that's
he's
what
already
lived it.
that's what he's already running through, though. Think about it, So, but no, this right here, it would be horrible. But I mean, what does WWE do? Horrible things lately. But I like this move right here for Maxine. I really do. She
I
pairs
like
her
the
up.
move. I just don't like the reasoning behind it.
I get that. But I love the move. It pairs her up with Heyman. Heyman can show her the ropes. Heyman can show her how to do things. And then it makes her more relevant. The fact that this is an actual tag team that can actually win.
I don't know, man. I was hoping for something different. That's all.
Well, if you were hoping for something different, you definitely knew copy and paste was coming sooner or later, because the next match that we have
God.
was
Do
straight
we even have to
up
talk about it?
copy and fucking paste. Because how the hell does a goddamn match fall from the sky in your hometown? Mother, you gave this man 9 days. I understand that you wanted the surprise element and the emotional factor in Saudi Arabia, but what? You could have just done that at WrestleMania and wasted our time even more.
So here's what bugs me the most. Everybody that's watched this show knows I was not a fan of Sami Zayn winning the title. I'm tired of Sami Zayn. I'm tired of this character. I'm tired of everything about what he's been doing over the past couple of years now.
Yeah, no,
I
feel that.
Bloodline excluded. At least that was kind of funny every now and then, even though he still wasn't going to do anything really.
I agree. It was a
And
great
yeah,
match.
Stampede, you're right. The match was good. This
Phenomenal.
is more about the story and more about behind the scenes. We talked
Yes.
about on Point Taken that apparently CM Punk has been in the background crying since he lost his title. There's been an issue going along, and this just seems like the child in the corner who's crying because he can't have an extra piece of chicken, and mommy and daddy finally say, "Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. Here's your extra piece. We're sorry we did this. Here's this. Take it now, so you'll quit
it.
crying, please."
I hate it because he did this
And
with Vince, and Vince wouldn't give in. That's why he left. Now the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. If you think about it,
It's crazy, and I never thought I would defend Sami Zayn being the title, being the champion. But damn it,
I
if
never
you're
thought I was
do
going to do that.
Do it for more than 9 days.
I didn't think I would be defending Sami Zayn, but I was straight up angry at the fact that CM Punk, you could easily go ahead.
No, finish your statement, and I'll get to the butt.
You could have easily done a number one contenders fatal 4-way like you did on NXT, or a gauntlet match or something.
And so here's the butt that's going to come in. If you saw WWE's social media after the match, if we get rid of this ride or die bullshit, Sami Zayn, and I get more of the Sami Zayn I saw after that match, that promo, if I get that Sami Zayn, I'm all in on it.
You know,
that Sami Zayn had some fucking heart. That Sami Zayn had some fire in him. That Sami Zayn looks like he could win a title and actually mean something, because what he said wasn't just something that you could tell was written on a script for him that he's having to say, and it doesn't really matter.
That reminds me of
I want that Sami Zayn.
You remember when Sami Zayn was communist Zayn?
Yeah.
A few years back, excuse me. Yeah, he was cutting those promos. Oh, you could ask me anything, even about AEW. Everybody, oh, yeah. That was the Sami Zayn that I liked, the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. That Sami Zayn, when he was showing not this babyface crap, he's great as a heel when he's allowed to talk on the mic without.
I don't even think you have to call him a heel. Just let him be him. Let him be that.
Let
him just be angry. Let him be pissed off. And let him be a true fighter, underdog type character instead of the one that they're trying to create.
Yeah, no,
you've got it right now. You've completely been screwed over by the company. You have what they've been trying to create. And I've heard Stampede say it a million times. They're trying to recreate Daniel Bryan again.
Yeah.
This is your chance. This is where you can do it. If you give me that Sami Zayn and you don't screw it up, you've got a Daniel Bryan situation.
Yep. You're right.
Because
100%.
that Sami Zayn can get people. There will be ride or die Sami Zayn fans,
Yep.
as EC jokes about every single week.
Hey, thank you.
If you give me that Sami Zayn after that match.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, no, I just, oh my
So
God.
if nothing else, with as crap as Raw was,
My
and
question,
yes, I do think it was a crap Raw.
how I have to agree real quick. I have to agree with Coach, and we're going to hear from Coach on Point Taken this Sunday. But I have to agree with Coach on what he said. He said that he goes, WWE just made their top title an afterthought by Sami Zayn holding it for 9 days like that. You just made it an afterthought.
And I don't necessarily know that that's true.
It wasn't even
Because
dependent
there's
on
been
the
plenty of
brand.
times. There's been plenty of times where a championship has been lost that quickly, and it doesn't lose its value.
Well, I mean, Kane won in that first blood match. We all knew he was going to lose it the Monday, the next day. I don't think Kane ever held the title for more than like 10 minutes. But either way, but yeah.
Yeah, but the point, Stampede, is this is the closest that you can. This is the closest I've seen, if they capitalize on it, that they can come.
Oh, this is the closest.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know, man. And I get what you're saying. You know, it wasn't even on SmackDown. That's supposed to be SmackDown's title. I get that. I just this was as soon as Cody Rhodes got attacked at the beginning of Raw, you knew it was a lose-lose situation.
Yeah,
You knew it was only going to be one person in that main event in Chicago.
Yeah, see,
it was
the
a
whole
lose-lose
time,
situation for the crowd.
whole time I was watching, I was like, "Dear Lord, let it be freaking Gunther. Just let it be Gunther. Let Gunther."
You knew
do
it wasn't
this."
going to be Gunther.
I
They were
know.
in Chicago.
I know, and I was just praying.
I said last week on this show that CM Punk was going to show up, because even when they announced it was going to be in Chicago, that he was going to show up, I didn't realize he was going to do that. I didn't know we were going to go that far with it. But I knew
Punk was going to be back. I knew Punk was going to be back at Chicago. I mean, if Punk ain't back in Chicago, then we got a problem.
I didn't know he was going to go and cry and get his little pacifier stuck back in his mouth.
Well,
like
you
he did.
saw it.
Here we
There's
are.
a power struggle at the top right now. You know, that's what we were talking about on Point Taken. There's a power struggle at the top from top talent right now. And this is one of the guys who's been crying since WrestleMania.
I need Randy Orton back. I need Kevin Owens back. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Anyway, we're going to switch over to something a little bit better, in my opinion. That is NXT. Kicked off with a really good match. Keanu Carver versus Tank Ledger. Very hard hitting for NXT. I've never been a Hank Ledger fan.
I know.
Tank Ledger, whatever. And Keanu's growing on me. I kind of like his kind of rugged style, I guess, or rough around the edges style. It was a decent match. It really was. But you always knew Carver was going to win. There was no way Ledger was going to win this. But yeah, decent match. What'd you think of it?
Oh man. And by the way, you can't share a Netflix account anymore. You got to have an email for it, separate emails. I was surprised you just said you enjoyed a Tank Ledger match.
I am too.
Wow.
But that's what I said. I enjoyed a Tank Ledger match, not a Belly Boy Tank honk honk match. No, this was a little bit more of a serious match because he was trying to get revenge for his friend after he got taken out on.
It was a good match. I enjoyed every second. I enjoyed every second, and I agree with you. I like the rough around the edges. I like what Carver can do. Carver, he's going to get up there. He's going to be an upper mid, unless he could change some things up and tighten it up a little bit. He'll definitely be an upper mid tier, like a Damian Priest card. You know,
in NXT. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a while before he even.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to tighten up a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he may be good for a speed title run pretty quick, just so they can get on him and get him some eyeballs.
Yeah.
And that way he doesn't have to go through long matches. I mean, you can see this match was 446 from Stampede.
Death sentence, so
if you not really, I mean, it doesn't have to be if you get somebody that's actually going to come out there. Now with it being Lexis King, yeah,
Birthright. Yeah.
it is what it is. There, that's why Alexis Keanu needs to go after Alexis, take that belt, and then actually do something.
Yeah. Right.
No, I know that was time of the match. That's what I'm saying. If you can keep Carver between 3 and 5 minutes, that's why I think he's perfect for the speed title. I don't see Carver having a 10-minute match. I just don't. He needs to stay between 2 to 5 minutes. So him going in a speed tournament and being the speed champion is perfect for him until he gets some more experience and some more ring time.
You want to know what else was perfect?
What's
that? Fatal 4-way that we saw. Holy crap. Layla Diggs showed up, showed out, and got the #1 contender spot for the Women's North American Championship, man. And our girl Izzy looked good in this match.
Coming up short again.
Yeah, it's a fatal 4-way. We knew she wasn't going to win. And what was it? Thea Hale took the pin, right?
I believe so.
I think it was Thea.
I don't know why else she would have been in the match.
I don't know why she was in this match. I mean, she's a former North American champion, so that makes sense. So whatever. But yeah, I gave it a little bit higher, 7.4. I really liked it. I like this match. I love every second of it. All 4 women showed up, showed out. The athleticism is freaking off the charts right now with these women, man. They're just doing some stuff that we don't really see too often on the main stage, you know.
We don't hardly see ever on the main stage.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
I mean, barring the occasional WrestleMania match where you get like Io and Rhea or Bianca and some of those people. I mean, you don't really like hell. Even a lot of Bayley and Lyra and Becky's matches have been kind of lackluster here recently. Yeah, and it is what it is. It's just
Miss Parker.
Yeah,
that's my man. That's gonna be good. Miss Parker's my
Perkdale. I like Perkdale Gray. It's pretty good.
Love it.
Shout out to Perk Angle. There you go.
Well, we're talking about Kendall Gray here in a second anyway. So I know after that match with
that's what we were getting to next. We follow up a really good women's match to what I think was a great women's match. Kendall Gray and Natty for the NXT Championship. Kendall Gray comes out on top over Natty. And like you said, it was a banger, man. You've got it down there on the title. Amazing match. I loved every second of it. Probably WWE's best match of the week. Dare I say?
Dare you say?
Maybe that Cruiserweight Championship AAA match.
I don't know. I think this one might beat that Cruiserweight Championship, to be honest with you. Because these two went at it, and these two showed technical. This is technical wrestling at its finest for the women's side. Right? I always talk about Zack Sabre Jr., being one of my favorite tacticians out there. Yeah.
And he put it right there at it. Because I think he had 7.75 for the. No, he had the other one over 8.
I think he did.
Give me the AAA Cruiserweight score again, Stampede.
But yeah, no, at this match, I don't know, man. These two ladies fight forever. That's all I can say. And then at the end of the match, you get Kalani Jordan up on the apron, and you got my girl, Miss Parker. Yeah, I told you last week, if this is what we're getting from Natty about Miss Jada Parker, I'm all for it, because this is going to elevate Jada 100%. Yeah. I'm a big Jada Parker fan.
As long as they let her come out on the other side of it, daggum right. Okay, 7.25. So I thought you did an 8 for that for some reason. Yeah, I mean, they were right there. I agree. They were right there with each other as far as how good I thought they were. But yeah, no, I'm with you, man. If we get Jada Parker coming out on the other side of that, kind of what we saw with what she was talking about coming through with Natty, damn right. And Natty needs to do this for a lot of women. We mentioned Thea Hale a minute ago. Thea Hale could be the same type of character.
Yeah.
If you let Natty take her for a little bit, let her go to the dungeon. Quit being this, I'm a grown ass woman bullcrap and all this.
That ain't working.
All caffeined up and drop all that shit. Go to the dungeon. Let Natty train you and be a bad bitch.
Yeah.
For a better term.
Yeah. Yeah, that is 100% true.
Uh,
Be that chica. But
yeah.
AEW,
Anything else? Anything else WWE you can think of before we switch over?
no. I know AEW caught my attention with that final 2 matches.
Yeah, there's a few
AEW.
things that caught, and you guys saw it from the thumbnail. There were some big title changes this week.
Yeah.
We highlighted a couple of them on the thumbnail, but we'll get to another one here in a minute that was pretty big. But first up, a number one contender gauntlet match that's won by none other than the returning Willow. What'd you think?
You know what, Mob? You're an asshole for that riddle. First off, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go find out Mob Squad 508 over on X. He had a riddle and riddle me this, Mob. What is a guy who lives in Massachusetts but hangs out at Walmart? Text me.
Or McDonald's parking lot?
Nah, he hangs at the Walmart parking lot. He upgraded.
Is that really an upgrade? McDonald's from Walmart?
He went from Wendy's to Walmart. Yeah, like he went from Wendy's to Walmart. So and I think Stampede upgraded his ass. Yeah, so but no, I love this match. This is a great match. Willow going over, gonna be fighting Tekla for the women's championship. That's gonna be a badass match.
It is.
Oh,
I mean, early prediction though, I don't think Tekla loses. I know I've seen a lot of people say Willow's going to take it.
No.
But it's going to be a good match.
Yes.
I don't think there's any way they take that belt off Tekla and win.
Not right now. Not right now.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they were going to take the belt
But
off.
things could change between now and then.
I really didn't think they were going
to. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
If it was anybody though, it was going to be Kyle.
Yeah, I knew.
When I saw this match announced, I knew there was some jeopardy in it. Like we've seen a lot of Takeshita matches since he's won that title. That it's like, okay, it's going to be a good match, but Takeshita's going to go over. With the history between him and Kyle and the Don Callis family and all that, this was a banger match, which you're always going to say with Kyle and Takeshita, two of the best professional wrestlers, not only on the planet, but both of them are under. I know they're under 30.
Yeah.
Hell, Kyle's under 25, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe my phone died, so I can't tell you.
I'm sure Stampede will speak up. I think he's like 23, 24, something like that. And Takeshita's only like 27 or 28 or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that, man.
So, I mean, both of these being under 30 years old and being as good as they are is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I saw Takeshita's off at the G1 this weekend, and
which kind of makes sense why he lost, but still. Well, he could have carried it into the.
He's also I believe he's still also my favorite championship. If you guys don't know what it is, my favorite championship, according to Stampede, Mob, Carlos, and Chris, is the Chocolate Bar Championship, and it's the New Japan Pro Wrestling Television Championship. If you know what I'm talking about, you would understand why they call it the Chocolate Bar Championship. So
I've heard you mention it a few times.
I love the way that belt looks. Kyle,
but no matter which way you go on this, though, I mean, Kyle. Oh, wow, he's 27. Okay, so Takeshita is over 31, or over 30. I stand corrected. I think I had him like 5 years less on both of them. So there you go. At least I had the right range. I just had them both 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
But I mean, look, no matter who won this match, though, you couldn't go wrong. Whether it's Takeshita, whether it's Kyle, again, both of them are two of the best wrestlers on the planet. I think Kyle is going to do some good stuff with that belt, especially when you get to the Andrade of it all. It's going to cause, you saw it already cause a little bit of friction between the Don Callis family with the Jet. Coming out talking his trash because apparently he's got something against Kyle and Kyle's got something against him. So it's only a matter of time till the Don Callis family explodes and only 12 members are left instead of 700. They're gonna go down exponentially and still have 20 people probably.
Yeah, like the NWO.
Exactly. We're gonna get the Don Callis Wolf pack here in a soon.
The mighty.
And they're all gonna wear pink because Kyle Fletcher is gonna be the leader of it. So
I swear.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad Kyle won. The kid's amazing. Good luck to Takeshita in the G1, and yeah, I mean, one of the big title changes that have been talked about all week, but none bigger. Maybe one more surprising with the WWE shoehorning CM Punk in, and part of me hates to even put that comparison to this one, but and new AEW World Champion, the one, the only Kenny Omega defeats MJF and becomes your new champion and is now slated to be Omega versus Osprey in Wembley.
Oh,
What did you think of the match, and was it the right decision to have Omega go over?
Well, yes, it's the right decision if Big Hebrew's knees really hurt, and it looks like it is. You know, like there's got to be
Probably.
there's got to be a reason that you switch the title like this. And I don't think that was the whole thing. I don't think they were going to switch this title right away. I think his knee really is hurt, you know, because the big match is MJF versus Osprey at Wembley.
Yeah,
Right?
in Wembley, there's no if he's not hurt, there's no way you don't let that match happen.
Exactly. So the knee has
You've
to
got-
be hurt.
Yeah,
Right.
You've got the biggest heel in the world in
Yep.
MJF
Versus
going
the
up
biggest
against
babyface.
probably the biggest hometown hero in,
Yep.
in Will Ospreay in his hometown. So
Sammy got screwed. That's hilarious.
yes, Sammy did get screwed.
It was a great match. Loved every freaking second of this.
Yeah.
But again, I think the knee is really hurt. They're letting him have time to sit out. They got to. You know, you gotta. I think Big Hebrew is hurt. Yeah, and he's gonna be out for a little while. I don't think you guys are gonna see him until maybe December,
I
November,
don't
December.
know, Stampede. I don't know that Omega Osprey is a bigger.
That's
I
not the
guess
biggest match
history wise,
yeah.
I think MJF and Osprey would be bigger just because.
You're not gonna waste Omega's last run. And yes, let's be real. He has one good run left. His body is not the same anymore.
That's kind of
It's-
what Mike's saying. What's up, Mike from Kicking Attitude, coming in the comments as well. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming in.
you're not-
Tori thinks it's Omega's retirement run too. So
I don't think this is, like I agree with Tori 100%. I just
and he kind
don't-
of alluded to it in that promo last week too when he was
but
talking about
his body, man. When you lose the intestines that he lost, the inches that he lost off of intestines, that does a number to your body. You know, like there's a lot that's going on health wise.
And I'm not saying that you don't do Omega Osprey eventually, but Wembley, you let it be MJF Osprey, and you let Osprey go over MJF, and you've got the biggest crowning achievement for Will Osprey that you could possibly have right there. And then at your next pay per view or on Dynamite, you have Omega come out and you tell that story to continue. We've been friends, we've been tied together, we've all the history we've got together. I want a title at that shot. I want a shot at that title with
I
all
don't know,
around
man.
your waist one last time.
Real quick, coming from a guy who has a knee injury and the way he was moving around in that ring, like I have a legit knee injury. I don't have feeling in my right leg a lot of times. I have nerve damage from my days in the Army. And the way he was moving around just told me that he was hurting in the worst kind of way. Like something wasn't right with that leg at all.
Yeah.
You know, and the way he was protecting it, when he was bent down on his knees, you could see him leaning the opposite way to get off. And that's what anyone does. If you're, everyone does it. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows it.
Well, I mean, he has been to the Adam Sandler School of Acting, though. So maybe he learned.
I don't know. I don't know, man. That you can't
That
act.
was a joke.
Yeah, I understand that. And that the reason why I say, this like this is because I honest to God, I do think he's hurt. The way he was
Sure.
walking and stuff, he just looked weird. It didn't look natural, especially if you're acting, you will give it away a little bit by acting. But when you're actually hurt, that your body you can't act it,
And look, Stampede, I'm not saying you're wrong. You have forgotten more wrestling over your morning coffee than I know. It just from a box office standpoint right now, I thought MJF would have been the bigger match. I get history, promotion, everything you're saying, but I think MJF would have been the bigger box office in 2026
right now.
Anything else from AEW? I know we had the Death Riders tag match that I enjoyed.
That was
kind
cool.
of kicked off the show.
Yeah, Will Ospreay
that
and
was really
Moxley.
good.
That was nice.
Yeah. Seeing them work together was really cool.
I can't wait for the Bang Bang. I can't wait for Jay White versus freaking David Finlay. That's just gonna be Talk about
Yeah,
a
that's pretty
match
good.
that's going to be freaking a banger. Oh, no title needed. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So with that, we will move on to everybody's favorite segment. You heard me talk about it a minute ago. The man that's forgotten more wrestling than most of us know over his morning coffee. We will head to the world of Stampede, to Stampede's World of Wrestling.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Stampede here with your top 5 from around the wrestling world of the week that just was. Gonna kick it off with your top 5 matches. Coming in at number 5 from New Japan Pro Wrestling, we had Shota Umino defending his IWGP Global title against Gabe Kidd, and Shota Umino was not successful in this one. Gabe Kidd came out the winner, and he is your brand new IWGP Global Champion. Coming in at number 4 from the Eve show that took place last Friday, we had Sky Blue taking on Emerson Jane in a very hard-hitting affair. If you like women's wrestling and a little bit on the hardcore side, make sure you check out that one. Head over to YouTube and subscribe to Eve Pro Wrestling over there. Coming in at number 3, we have Athena taking on Rena for a chance to be the number 1 participant in the Casino Gauntlet match. Athena came out victorious in this one. Coming in at number 2, we had MJF defending his AEW World Heavyweight Championship that he held at the time against Mark Briscoe. Great chemistry between these two guys. They're kind of wrestling soulmates, I suppose. So as usual, another great effort from both gentlemen. And number 1, over to Stardom as Suzu Suzuki defended her World of Stardom Championship against a returning to Stardom Utami Hayashishita. Suzuki was successful in this. She retained the red belt and will go on as champion. Your tag team of the week, going to give it to 2 teams this week. The Showstoppers, consisting of Melissa Fierce and Maddie Morgan and French Art. They wrestled to a 20-minute draw last week at the Eve show over in England last Friday. Like I said before, if you love women's wrestling, go over to YouTube and subscribe to Eve. Your women's wrestler of the week is Kaylee Ray, formerly known as Alba Fire. She defeated Rio on that same Eve show, and she is now the new number 1 contender for the Eve International title, and she will go on to face Mayu Yamashita for that title. And your men's wrestler of the week, already mentioned him, Gabe Kidd, your new IWGP Global Champion. Gabe got a lot of irons in the fire. He's working New Japan, he's working the Death Riders, and he's also working the Dogs angle with the Bang Bang Gang. So busy guy. Your top 5 women for the week. Number 5, Sari. Number 4, Suzu Suzuki. Number 3 is Athena. Number 2 is still Tekla. And number 1 is still Series. Those remain unchanged from last week. Can't say the same about the men's. A little bit of change going on here. Number 5 would be Mystico. He holds 4 titles across 3 different promotions, so he's been killing it this year. Well over 100 matches already. Number 4, dropping down a couple of spots, is Jon Moxley, your AEW Continental Champion. Number 3, dropping out of the number 1 spot, is MJF. Number 2 is Will Ospreay, who will be competing for the AEW Men's World title at All In, and he's also the IWGP Never Openweight 6-man tag team champion. Your number 1 wrestler, Kenny Omega, as we seen just 2 nights ago, he beat MJF, and he is the new AEW Men's World Champion. So good on Kenny. One last run with the title, and as of now, he will go on to face Will Ospreay at All In if everything stays the way it is. What's coming up this weekend? Well, we have AEW Collision on Saturday. Mark Davis will defend the national title against Mike Bailey. The ROH World title is on the line as Bandito defends against Katsuyori Shibata. And the TBS title is on the line as Hikaru Shida defends against Harley Cameron. MLW will also be airing prior to Collision, free over on YouTube. Check them out. Really solid show. And the time everybody's been waiting for, it's day one of the New Japan G1 Climax 36. Some marquee matches on the first day. This is going to be held in Chicago. Konosuke Takeshita will be going up against Yota Tsuji. Yota Tsuji is the IWGP Men's Heavyweight Champion. Yuya Uemura will be taking on Callum Newman, and Rohei Oiwa will be taking on Bolton Oleg. That's it for me this week, folks. So I'm going to hand it back to Mike, and I'm going to hand it back to Sped.
Thank you so much, Stampede. We appreciate it every week coming in here. That is not what I wanted to do.
I feel like that's a rematch. Takesha versus Ushi.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know. It could be.
I feel like it's a rematch. I think Ushi already won and took the title from Takesha, if I remember that right. But
here's the real question, though. Since the beginning of the G1 Climax is in Chicago, will CM Punk show up and win it all?
Probably.
That seems to be what happens in Chicago.
That's probably.
We appreciate it, Stampede, as always, taking us around the world wrestling. If there's anybody you saw catches your eye, make sure you go look them up. Go back, watch that segment one more time. Look up any wrestlers that you see, especially those on the top 5. If you've never heard of them, look them up, send them on YouTube. Check out Eve. Great women's promotion. You heard him mention that multiple times in his top 5. It is going to be there every time they run a show because they're doing great things over there. If you love women's wrestling, check out Eve over in the UK. Definitely thank you so much for showing us everything a little bit outside of the norm. Brings us to the Twitter post of the week. First up, what you got, Sped?
All right, so Penta wants WWE to bring back the 6-sided ring just for a limited time, though. What do you think?
No.
I agree with that 100%. That's
let TNA have its thing. I mean that's TNA's thing.
But TNA don't even want it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If it's going to be anywhere, let it be there. I don't want to see Monday Night Raw from a 6-sided ring like you see the picture there. There's a lot of these wrestlers that have trouble running ropes for 4 ropes, much less 6. So let them learn on the 4-sided ring first.
Before they get inside it. Yeah, exactly. I get that.
If he wants to go make an appearance in TNA, since they apparently still have a partnership, let him do that.
Thank you for the follow. And then the next
I've heard tons of interviews where they say that 6-sided ring, it hurts too.
Yep.
Bad.
Really bad. Yeah, I've heard there's no give really to it.
Yeah. All right, next up.
All right. So this one was for you, Big Mike. Interest level in WWE adding Pat McAfee as Obafemi's manager for SummerSlam to help ticket sales. What do you think?
No. That easy. Oba doesn't need it. Nobody needs it.
Nobody needs
this
Pat
match.
McAfee,
Does not need anything.
No. You know why ticket sales suck?
You've got Oba and you've got Paul Heyman. You don't need anything else in this match. You just don't. And you've got Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell sells it.
You know why ticket sales suck?
Because WWE sucks right now.
Well, that and the prices are through the damn roof.
Yeah, and then they'll pick up because just like it does. We hear EC talk about this every WrestleMania. Everybody talks about how expensive WrestleMania is, but ask EC, who goes there every year, spent less money this year than the last couple of years.
That's
because he doesn't do it when they announce it. Of course, they're going to be that way when they announce it because they're trying to make the most money.
Yep, they're going to stretch that shit out. But no, I don't agree with that at all.
Buy your tickets a month later, and you're fine.
Yep, or 2 months later. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you know this. You have heard me say this a million times. I am a huge Pat McAfee fan. I don't care to see Pat McAfee at SummerSlam at all.
I don't want to see him.
I don't need to see him for anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
If he wants to be a guest commentator, sure.
He
wants to be on like the pre-show and be up there with Big E. Him and Big E together on the pre-show.
Funny.
Fucking hilarious.
I know. I love that.
Give me that. I may watch the pre-show, even though all you're going to do is play clips from the past 6 months.
Yeah, exactly.
If I've got those two going back and forth at it, I would watch that. Take off. What's the dude's name? bald-headed dude that sits in the middle. I can't remember. I can't remember
Oh,
his name.
yeah.
Take him off and put McAfee in his spot.
I don't remember his name.
I don't even know his name, and it doesn't matter what his name is.
It doesn't matter what his name is. He's all right. He's not even that
Put
great.
Pat McAfee in his spot. Let McAfee and Big E go at it on the pre-show, and there's your sale right there.
But something that we both can agree on, and something I think you would like, is this fatal 4-way that we got going on. Rosenberg, you're right.
Yeah,
There he
Peter
is.
Rosenberg. Yeah,
We got Finn Balor taking on John Moxley, taking on Moose, taking on #1 wrestler of the week, Gabe Kidd. Who you got?
Ooh,
This was
I
hard,
hate you
isn't
for
it?
this one.
This
It
was
is.
hard.
So Moose is taking the pin.
But
I know that much.
that was obvious.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I like Moose. He's all right.
I like
He's
Moose
good.
too, but he's not on the
Loved
level.
his match against Oba. What,
Yeah.
6 months to a year? Has that been a year ago now?
About a year now.
I love Finn Balor. I like Gabe Kidd, but I can't go against Moxley. I can't.
I have this scenario, and I'm going to play it out real fast. I'm going to say it real quick because we're about to be done anyway. So, Gabe Kidd and John Moxley team up and take out Moose. All right, put Moose's ass. No, Finn Balor. Sorry, Finn Balor. Put Finn Balor's ass outside and then beat down Moose, right, to the point where he can't move anymore, right? All right, these two start fighting because I mean, it's Death Riders. Come on, they're going to kick each other's ass anyway, so they're going to fight. Boom, boom, boom. They're kicking each other's ass to the point. All right, and this is I'm not saying who's winning right now. They're kicking each other's ass to the point where here comes Paradigm Shift. Bam, he hits it, and then at the same time, Balor comes out of nowhere and hits his move. You know, the coup de grace. Moose doesn't take the pin in my scenario. It's obvious that Moose would, but Kidd takes the pin. Balor wins.
Balor wins. Okay.
And he comes in as the ultimate opportunist in this one. It's going to come down to the Death Riders whooping each other's ass. And then the original Bullet Club owner, he comes in and shows everybody why there's no warning shot. It's a fatal shot. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that scenario happening, but as Moxley is covering Kidd and goes for the coup de grace, I could see John Moxley just rolling out and staring at Finn Balor while he tries to go, and then just puts him in a paradigm shift too.
That'd be cool. That'd be a good. That'd be a great
then gets
ending.
the pin there. I could see that going too.
That'd be a great ending.
And I joked about Moose taking the pin, but it would be more interesting if he pinned Gabe Kidd. It really would.
It would be interesting if Gabe Kidd took the pin. Yeah. And I'm wearing a New Japan.
Moose is the easy one.
Yeah, he is.
He's not on their level. He's just
he's not. I like Moose. Don't get it twisted. He's an ex-TNA world champion. But we're talking about
Jey Uso would never be in this. Jey Uso would take the pin if he was in this match.
No, there's no. That's why I said this is not a warning shot. Finn Balor don't do warning shots. He hits a fatal shot.
Well, neither does Jey Uso. He just calls it a warning shot, and then he shoots you in the head.
That's a felony. All right, that's a felony. That's not a warning
Here's
shot.
your warning shot. Boom, in the head.
Jail.
Goodness. No, so I have John Moxley winning. You have Finn Balor winning. Let us know in the comments who you think's winning. I saw a little bit of Moxley. I think I saw 1 or 2 Gabe Kidds. I think
I saw Gabe Kidd. Yeah, he said Gabe Kidd. Yeah. Well, yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. If it was Prince Devitt, maybe. But Finn Balor, no.
Yeah, that's a fatal shot, Prince Devitt. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that is the show this week, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you coming in. I will let you know that I am Big Mike. You can find me at all social media at _Big Mike 27. You can look up the Running Wrestling Podcast or _Big Mike 27 on YouTube. That is where you find us. We are currently at 367 subscribers. We are trying to push for 500 before the end of the year. So please, if you enjoy the show, if you're watching us on Twitch, switch over to YouTube at _Big Mike 27. Give us a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. I know you're used to Twitch charging you for subs. Not over here on YouTube. It's absolutely free. All you got to do is click a button, like the video, and just make sure you tell a friend. If you enjoyed what you saw, come back and see us next week, every Friday, 7, 6 Central. And now I'll turn it over to the final word.
Yeah, well, if you guys subscribe to my channel over here over Sped Rock Productions on Twitch or Kick, you enter the baseball giveaway, signed baseball by Grayson Rodriguez. So, you guys see that the bottom's been going the whole damn night, talking about the whole show. You guys see with the lineup right there. So, you guys saw it the whole night. Just go follow Spedrock over on Spedrock4 on X. Boom. We're at 3,000 followers on here on Twitch, growing over on Kick. Big Mike and I might have a big announcement coming up regarding a pre-show and something else coming up here soon. So we're still working on it.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, there's a lot that Big Mike and I are working on for this. So you guys stay tuned. We're almost at 100. 8 weeks left, man. That's it. Are you ready?